All right, YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new Pokemon market update video. Now, today we're actually looking at some brand new reveals for the Pokemon TCG. Now, with the brand new set coming out, Mega Dream, there have been a ton of secret rares just revealed, and we're going to have a look at all of them in today's video. But before we get started, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys that have subscribed. We've just actually passed 5,000 subscribers, which is sick. I didn't know if this would actually make it to 5,000 subscribers. It feels like things have slowed down a little bit lately, but I just want to say I appreciate all of you. And as promised, we will be doing an ETB giveaway now that we have hit 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to enter, make sure you leave a like on this video, drop a comment down below, and join the Discord server, which is linked in the description, because I will be announcing the winner off the comments inside the Discord server as well. So you got to make sure you're in both so you can find out if you won. Now, with that said, let's jump into these secret rares from Mega Dream and have a look. So starting off, there's a few right off the rip that are really interesting to me. The Beautyfly and Dustox I really like. I think these are really cool cards. But I know there's like a weird cult following for this Pokemon, but I don't know why. I've never actually been explained the reason as to why, but the artwork is really cute. I know there's going to be a lot of cutesy collectors that do like this. Magcargo, or Ethan's Magcargo, kind of shows us that the trainer cards are going to be making a return as well. I actually really like the artwork on this one. I'm not a huge fan of Magcargo as a Pokemon, but I think this is actually a really cool looking card in itself. Next up is the Numel, which pretty basic artwork if you ask me, but very suited to the Pokemon. I do like it as well, but this is the big one right here, the Psyduck illustration rare. I know people are going to go nuts for this card. My partner is already like drooling over this card because she has a whole Psyduck collection and she just cannot wait to add this to her binder. I think she's going to be really excited. And I know there's a lot of people out there that actually do like Psyduck because he's like a headache Pokemon or an anxiety Pokemon, which they can relate to. And I just think it's a super cute card. He's finally enjoying himself. He's finally relaxing. There's no headaches going on there, and he's just enjoying the water. So I'm really excited for that card. There's an interesting looking Snorunt, really low quality image at this point because things are just getting revealed out in Japan. This guy's got his Band-Aid thumbs all over this Heliolisk. Misdreavus's art is sick. I will say that. I really do like this artwork. I was kind of hoping I was going to be able to make out who the artist was going to be, but I'm sure we'll have to wait for better quality images and maybe even the English cards to find out who's doing them. Togekiss looks really nice, flying in the sky, but again, pretty basic. Trevenant, this is a cool card. Again, another trainer card with Hop in the background here. These trainer cards, I don't know. I feel like some people love them. I feel like some people hate them. I actually really enjoyed the trainer cards. I don't like trainer cards on their own, but trainers Pokemon cards I really do enjoy. I've just recently picked up one of my all-time chases, which was the first edition Rockets Scyther from the original Team Rocket set. That card is awesome. Even though there's not an actual trainer in it, I just think it's really cool when, you know, the Pokemon actually belong to someone and you can relate to that. Speaking of Team Rocket, though, there's a brand new Team Rocket's Mimikyu card, which is pretty sweet. I'll be honest. Like, I like that they incorporate the Team Rocket logo. You've got the Team Rocket grunt in the background here and Mimikyu just chilling in the front. We've got a Team Rocket's Doug Trio, which is pretty funny, that has Giovanni in the background as well. We know Giovanni loved his Doug Trio. I'm pretty sure when you faced him in Fire Red Leaf Green, he had one in his party when you faced him in the gym, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just playing through Fire Red again more recently, but I'm not that far yet. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he has a Doug Trio on the final time that you face him in the gym for the badge. Metachan looking cool, doing some crazy kung fu on the card. But again, this outline, like this design pattern that it's got on the outside looks really cool. Spiritomb, Cynthia's Spiritomb, which is a nice looking card. I feel like this is the first one where we've had like a clear, although the Psyduck was pretty clear, this is the first one where we've had the somewhat clear image of the actual card. I like that one a lot. Galarian Obstagoon. I can never say this Pokemon's name. Obstagoon. This is cool. It's not a trainer card, but it's awesome. It looks crazy. Again, these artists just seem to be getting better and better with every single set. This is going to be a banger. And I'm going to talk about this one for a second because the Ends Zekrom and the Ends Reshiram are going to go crazy together having the pair. So again, I'm not saying this is 100% for certain, but I feel like if this is a popular enough card and enough people like this one, the Ends Reshiram from Journey together is going to go, and it's just going to climb and climb and climb, because these two cards, when paired together, they kind of tell a story, right? And anytime the cards are related to telling a story, or they've got some kind of background or history to them, then they tend to, be popular. And when cards are popular, they sell more. And when they sell more, they go up in value because people can charge more for them because everybody wants them, right? If that kind of makes sense. The N Zekrom, I think, is a really cool artwork. I think the design is great. I think it pairs really well with the N's Reshiram. And I think they're both pretty popular Pokemon. People also love N. So I think it's got all the makings to be a really popular card, which will then potentially drive up the Journey Together N's Reshiram as well. So if you're going to a card show this weekend like me, keep an eye out for an N's Reshiram, because I will be buying a couple of those this weekend if I can. Next up is the Dreepy, which is super goofy but super cute, illustrated by Jerky. I love that. I'm not too familiar with Jerky, but I'm sure there's been some other illustrations in there. This one's really cute. I love the colors. I love the just dopiness all around of the card. Dracloak, same again, illustrated by Jerky, so it has that similar art style, very much like the Dreepy. The Rotom here, hard to see, but it's, I can't see the artist on this one either, but not a bad looking artwork there. It kind of reminds me of, I can't think of what card it reminds me of. This background looks very reminiscent of another card, and it's in my mind, but I can't think of what it is. Ends PP Up is getting a full art item card, which is so funny. And I know people in the TCG are going to love this card. I've seen people that have graded the reverse holo Ends PP Up from, I think it was in the Journey Together set or maybe Destined Rivals. It was in one of those two sets. And I remember seeing people that would grade the reverse holo Ends PP Up just because it had a funny name. And it was selling, like there was a premium on the PSA 10 version of it. It wasn't just slightly over what a PSA 9 would be, but it actually had like a solid premium on it, which was so funny. So I think there's potential for this card to do the same. Full art Glass Trumpet, which again, unless you're into playing the TCG, I don't think is super exciting. You've got an Ultra Ball here as well in a full art, which I think they're just going for a lot of the popular playable cards and just turning them into full arts because they know they'll have people open more packs because they're trying to get these for their decks. Team Rocket's Transceiver, Counter Catcher, again, not really my style of cards. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I'm sure there is a demographic that is into them. Canary here looks really cute. There's another full art trainer card. There's a little, what do you call them? The new Pokédex. I always forget the name of them as well. In the front here, you've got another black belt card, another black belt full art. This guy looks much more old school than the more recent ones. Anthea and Concordia, we've only got like a half cut off snippet of this one. Jamming Tower, again, another item card, doesn't excite me that much. But these ones are the ones that really interest me. These are a new, I guess, rarity is probably the best way to describe them. A new rarity. These are the Mega Attack cards. So you've got the Inferno X Charizard, which looks amazing. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the one that is in the UPC, potentially. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But then you've got, so many other cool ones. You've got the Mega Frostlass here. You've got the Mega Electros, which you don't really get a good look at with this photo, but the Mega Symphonia, Mega Gardevoir, which is awesome. Again, this is, we always knew that was going to be a card. It's the same with the Lucario here. We kind of knew of those ones pretty early on, but all of these other ones that have just been revealed, like the Diancie looks insane. The colors on this pop so much. I love them. Mega Halucha. People love Halucha. I'm not a big fan, but every time I see Halucha, I think of Rey Mysterio. And I know that's kind of on purpose, but I just think it's the funniest thing ever, and I can't take him seriously. But one thing we can take very seriously is Mega Attack Mega Gengar, because We know how popular Gengar is. We know how many people like him and how many people are going to go after this specific card, but also a card that we're about to look at in a minute. So there's going to be a lot of people chasing that card. Mega Scrafty as well. That's another cool one. Another popular one, Mega Dragonite. This is going to pop off, especially because people didn't really like the Mega Dragonite design because of like the ears or the hair or the headpiece or whatever's coming out the back of his dome there. People weren't really a big fan of it. And this card kind of covers that up. So I feel like maybe there will be people that are interested in this one too. A Mega Frostlass SIR. We've got a crazy Pikachu Terra SAR, which people are 50-50 on Terra as well. Some people love it, some people hate it. The thing I'm not a huge fan of in this card is the rainbow border. If you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I'm not a big fan of rainbow borders, and I think it kind of takes away from the card itself. The same reason, you know, I wasn't a huge fan of the Surging Sparks Pikachu. I just didn't like the rainbow border on it. The Prismatic Evolutions, Evolutions, the rainbow borders there kind of, I wasn't a big fan either. And that kind of takes away from this card a little bit for me too. Another look at a Mega Electros SAR, but this is probably the blurriest photo we've had all video. I know this is super early. Another cool Iono's Belly Bolt, which my partner will love. She loves Iono. So she's going to be super stoked that there's another one. This is probably one of my favorites. The Rockets Mewtwo, or Giovanni's Mewtwo. Is it? No, it's Rockets Mewtwo. Rockets Mewtwo gets another artwork. I think this paired with the other one, again, I spoke about it before with the two Zekroms. This is going to pair well with the Destined Rivals, Giovanni or Team Rockets Mewtwo, however you want to call it. I think that's going to be really popular and really expensive. Mega Diancie gets an SAR. Mega Halucha gets an SAR. So this actually looks really, really nice. Wow. That's the first time I've actually looked at this one. This looks sick. I can get behind this one. I don't think I would get the Mega Attack rarity, but I would love to have the SAR Mega Halucha because that looks insane. That's really, really nice looking card. Speaking of nice looking cards, and tell me about expensive, the Mega Gengar SAR is going to go bonkers. This is going to be $1,000 off the rip. This is going to be like the Mega Charizard that everyone's chasing in Phantasmal Flames. This is going to be $1,000 plus right on release. You can quote me now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I have the strongest inkling that this is going to be $1,000 plus on release. Mega Scrafty SAR. He's got a kind of a cool guy hoodie on. Damn. That's another nice looking artwork with N on it. And Zoroark, that's really nice. Marnie's Grimmsnarl. We got so many SARs, bro. Look at all of these. They just keep going. Pheasantipity, the playable TCG players are going to be super happy about this. I know Pheasantipity in history has been super playable, and I'm sure that's not going to change. I'm sure that's still going to be the case. This is one of my favorite artworks from a non-popular Pokemon. This is the Metagross, the Stevens Metagross, which I think is awesome. This is probably right now my second biggest chase card, I want to say. Second biggest, probably behind this one. Behind this one. The Dragonite SAR looks insane. Very similar to the Mega Charizard that we currently have in Phantasmal Flames. If you look in the background, you've got Dratini, you've got Dragonair, you've got Dragonite, and then, of course, the centerpiece being the Mega Dragonite. I really like that they've started doing this on cards with the previous evolutions in the background. I hope they continue to do it because I would really like to see a couple of other Pokemon in there, and I'm not going to say which ones they are. Maybe I'll make another video on that. But there are a lot of Pokemon that I would love to see previous versions of in the background as well. Iris's Fighting Spirit is pretty cool, sitting in the background here. Again, regular trainer cards I'm not a massive fan of, but these are pretty nice too. The Canary, you've got the Surfer dude. We've seen him a few times on full art form. So, and then the gold Mega Dragonite, which I'm sure will be very popular, but I just don't think the gold Mega cards are going to be as popular as the special illustration rares. But overall, this set is absolutely stacked. And I think there is going to be a lot of demand for this set. I'm planning to open a lot of it. I mean, even to the point where I'm looking at trying to organize a supplier from Japan to send me Japanese boxes of Mega Dream, and then ripping them on Whatnot streams because I do Whatnot now. I'm one of those guys. Yeah, that's right. And you can follow me down in the description below and get discount, get some free dollars at Whatnot. But anyways, I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna go. I really love this set. I think it's gonna be really strong. I think this is a stronger set than Phantasmal Flames. I think Phantasmal Flames is being heavily carried by just the 2 Charizard cards. I think the rest of the set is somewhat average. But this set is stacked with cards. It's stacked with SARs. It's stacked with mega attacks. There's so many cool artworks. This is going to be huge, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I will see you guys in the very near future. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and jump in the Discord to enter that giveaway. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.